What I'm going to be showing you today is the various steps involved in hand hygiene. You might have seen it in different videos, but there are some few tips that you will see today that will differentiate what you see today from what you have seen amongst other videos. Alright, I'm glad to welcome you to EMGS channel where we make OSCE easy for you. Basically, what I'm going to be showing you today is the various steps involved in the hand hygiene. You might have seen it in different videos, but there are some few tips that you will see today that will differentiate what you see today from what you have seen amongst other videos. Now, mind you, whatsoever we demonstrate here is not a replacement of the class. Remember, by the time you eventually smash your OSCE, you are going to be dealing with real life patients. So we want to ensure that you do things the right way. So that is why we have a classic lecture where you are able to get everything right in total. But for here, we'll try our best to show you a sort of a guide to complement what is being taught in class. Now, when it comes to hand hygiene, remember the essence of hand hygiene is to ensure that you are protected and the patient is equally protected. Now, in your OSCE center, there are various or two different ways you can be performing your hand hygiene, or two different methods. Either you are using alcohol gel or you are using running water. Most often times, almost 90% of the time, you are not going to be using running water. You are going to be making use of what? Alcohol gel. But irrespective of whichever you are using, we want to ensure that you are able to get it right and no stone is left unturned. Now, let's get to it. So, after you have declared your safety, depending on your scenario, if it's a community scenario, don't worry, when we get to the procedure proper, we will be able to guide you through the preambles, how you should be able to go about those. But we just want to demonstrate the hand hygiene. Remember, the first step in every OSCE procedure is what? Read your scenario. So reading your scenario, you get to understand your question. You will know whether this is a community-based scenario or this is a hospital-based scenario. So reading your scenario comes even before safety, because if you don't know what is to be done, how then can you be declaring the scene is safe? So always have that at the back of your mind. Now, with that being said, though there is the part that you have to make use of water to wash your hand, because it hardly will ever come out in your center. So let's just focus our attention on the use of alcohol gel. So this is the alcohol gel which I have strategically positioned here. Now, before we get to the point of rubbing the palm to palms and performing hand hygiene according to WHO standard or according to A-leaf techniques, so I want you to know that in your center, there are two methods that you will see your hand sanitizer display. So most often time, your PPE will be on this. This will be mounted on the wall. So we have taken it down to ensure that you get it right. So you can see small, medium, and large. And then this is where the apron will fit in. We always recommend either you pick the medium or you pick the large. The essence of that is so that you don't struggle to wear your glove or your apron. So we are not dealing with glove and apron for now. Also, this is where your hand sanitizer will fit in. So this will be attached to this. It will be attached like this and mounted on the wall. So your hand sanitizer will be right here on this metal. So it will look like somewhat like this. So it will be mounted on the wall. So if it's such, it is just for you to take the gel that you need from the wall. However, there are some OSCE centers whereby all the equipment will be right on the table. So they may not necessarily have this. At EMGS center, we want to ensure that no stone is left unturned. So when you come for your physical assessment, we want to ensure that you have all the equipment to play around with, and you will be able to practice unlimited with accommodation, everything available for you. Now, with that being said, when you are about to perform your hand hygiene, so you are going to do that before approaching your patient. All you just need to do is you apply ample amount of gel in your hand. Don't allow it to be too much, because if the gel is too much, it will be hard for you to wear your gloves. So you don't want to struggle with wearing of your gloves. So watch me as I do it. I'm going to be doing it slowly, because in OSCE, as a starter, you want to start with baby step. Start with baby step. Don't rush. Yes, you've heard that. You have to rush to do hand hygiene, pound to do. Don't rush. Take it one step at a time. When you are now strong, you can start rushing. Otherwise, you will think you are rushing, you are getting it right. Then, after a few weeks, you will still realize that there is no progress, and we don't want that. So, we apply ample amount of gel on my hand. I will go palm to palms. You see, these two palms against each other is called palm to palms. This is your dozone, so palm to dozone, and vice versa. Maybe you do the same thing to the other hand. Next is what? Finger interlace. You see, this is finger interlace. Next will be finger interlock, and vice versa. The rotational movement of the tip of your finger, and vice versa. Rotational movement of your thumb, and vice versa. Rotational movement of your wrist, and vice versa. So, if this was an exam, it's going to be pretty fast. And mind you, you will not be on any chain or anything while doing this procedure. So let's go again. So I apply ample amount of gel on my hand. Palm to palms, palm to dorsal, vice versa, palm to palm finger interlace, palm to palm finger interlace, palm to palm finger interlock, palm to palm finger interlock. Touching more the tip of my finger, vice versa, touching more my thumb, vice versa, touching more on my wrist, vice versa. Then allow my hand to dry for 30 seconds. My hands are clean. So you can see it's pretty much easy for me, because I've done this over time. So it might look as if you are struggling. So play this video slowly and practice it until it gets used to you. Mind you, again, this is not a replacement for the lecture. Lectures are much more comprehensive, and we want to be able to support you and ensure that your confidence level is boosted. Remember, our assessment center is available both in UK and in Nigeria. So you'll be able to practice with accommodation available to you, and you'll be able to practice among your colleagues, people of like mind, under the tutelage and supervisor of the assessor, helping to correct every wrong, subscribing to the channel. So we want to be a part of your success story. We do hope that you will be the next UK R1. We want to ensure that you truly succeed and smash your OSCE. Congratulations in advance, because I am confident that you are going to make EMGS proud. We wish you success in your OSCE journey. See you in the next video. But I will sign out.